Hello, welcome to Daily Smith Summit News. This is the news channel where we talk about when Smith Summit happened. Today, we've got a special booth vendor. They are contributing to one of the biggest and one of the coolest data packs to do with PvP, inspired by one of the biggest to ever do it. Welcome, Incognito.
Hey, thank you so much. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Oh, that's lovely to hear. Would you like to introduce yourself and your project to the audience?
Yeah, absolutely. Super Smash Bros. Recrafted started like 6 years ago, way back in high school. I reached out to someone on the MCC Discord. They were asking for help with a project they were working on. And as I was working on it and helping them fix it, I realized that I think it could be a lot of fun. And they didn't know anything about data packs, and that had been kind of my passion for a while. And so 6 years later, we are still working on it today. My name is Patrick, and I am the programmer at SSBRC. And basically, what it is exactly what it sounds like. It's a recreation of Super Smash Bros., but stylized towards Minecraft PvP.
Yeah, well, that's very cool to hear. You say that this project's been going on for over 6 years now. And I feel like that definitely puts you in some of the more knowledgeable and like older in the data pack community, especially on Summit. How does it feel to be working on data packs for this long and still like contributing to your own and updating it?
Well, I appreciate that you think that, but I would definitely not say that I'm in the upper tiers of that. I mean, the things that I've seen from this community are insane. And every time like I see a new project, it just reminds me there is so much that I don't know about Minecraft and just even about coding in general. So it has definitely been a wild experience. I mean, we have gone from just me and my friend Ness, who is our builder. We started working on this for over a year, and now we have over 10 people on our team, and most of them are art. And it's just been insane seeing this team grow and this project grow because it started with something so small. It was such a small idea with just like three characters and just a couple like wooden swords. And what it grew into is now we have almost 50 stages and characters each, and we have multiple game modes, and it's just been insane watching the scope climb to what it is today and what we have planned for the future too. So we're really excited to share it at Smith.
Yeah, that is really cool. I remember you guys, when I first actually learned about you, was from the original summit where you were participating within that and you showed off some cool stuff. And I've been able to actually now work on the back end of things and actually see what you've been working on. And it looks like you've really upped your game since last summit. Would you like to tell us what to expect when walking into your booth?
Oh, absolutely. This is actually the thing I'm most excited about. I mean, as you can expect. So we've worked on so many new things for 3.0, and this update has been absolute chaos. It has been a long. I think we've been working on this update now for almost a year, maybe even over a year. And progress kind of halted to a stop for a while, and now we have big plans. We're working on implementing all of the items from Smash Ultimate. It's not going to happen in one update, but we are pushing a lot of those. So that's going to be an entirely new mechanic that we are featuring. And we do have some new game modes coming up as well that we are excited to showcase. So there's going to be completely new ways to play SSBRC, and we can't wait to show everybody.
Yeah, that definitely sounds really cool to hear how you are still updating and still actually making these giant strides in with your data pack. And you mentioned that
Yes.
your teams, but you mentioned that your teams like really increase in size, and I can notice that in a lot of the new models and stuff they actually showing off inside of your booth. I've just recently looking at the screenshots for some of the items like Link's shield and the barrel cannon and all that, and it actually looks really cool. Do you have maybe a favorite character, favorite area of just anything to do with your project?
Oh, I do actually. So my favorite character is actually very, very new. He's actually the most recent one I added. And he's interesting because it's Roy, and he has one item. and his whole item is just his sword. But we added a counter mechanic that is so satisfying that we have been having such a blast with it. And it shows that you can really take a simple concept and really push it to the extremes. And if you just make it fun enough that it's not really going to matter that they don't have 5 or 10 different items, and sometimes less is more in that regard. And that's been definitely our favorite thing we've added in quite a long time. He is a blast, and he's actually going to be playable at Smith.
Nice. Yeah, that is definitely really cool to hear. I know that the way that we're doing these PvP and people actually being able to play as these characters and fight each other is a little bit different from last summit. Would you like to tell us what it'll be like being on the inside of the arena this time and actually fighting against people?
Yeah, so this year we're going for something a little different. Because of the way the arena is set up, we have decided to go for a more like jump in, jump out, free for all, just kind of complete chaos brawl. And we've also decided to narrow the scope of the characters to just 5 of the most fun ones that we could think of. Because there are a lot of characters in SSBRC, but not all of them are made equal, and some of them are old. And we've had several ideas on how to redo them, but time has to be well spent, and we decided to go for a small roster this year. And because of that, we think that the 5 characters that we have chosen are going to be a lot of fun. And they're going to be a lot of chaos. And we are actually talking with other booth vendors about maybe even making our booths compatible. So we might even see some other content interacting with SSBRC, which would be really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely very cool to hear. I know I've been hearing glimmers about it, but not too much. And you mentioned a little bit about other booth vendors there. So I'd thought to ask you, how's your experience actually been talking with other booth vendors, interacting with the whole Smith Summit community, really?
It has been awesome. I think working on collaborative projects like this is one of the most satisfying payoffs as a programmer. Because you start so many projects, and it's so common to never see them finished. But when you're working on it with a big community like this, there's that push from so many people and everyone working together to see this amazing thing realized. And it's so awesome to work on a project like that. And so I'm really excited to get to showcase not only my work, but also get to see everybody else's work. And it's going to be an amazing time. I can't wait.
Yeah, that is definitely really cool to hear. And I know we touched about it a little bit here, a little bit earlier, that you've been working in this sort of space for a while now. However, I do definitely think that over like how many years ago, like being like maybe even 6 years ago, when you mentioned you started working on it, data packs had a lot less resources available. What made you actually strive towards data packs more than something like maybe a mod or a different thing?
I think for me, it's because Minecraft was such an old part of my childhood. Like I started playing Minecraft when I was like 10 years old, and 10-year-old me wasn't as good as good at grasping some of these like advanced concepts as I am now. And even now, I'm not even that good, but certainly better than I was at 10. And so I think the simplicity of the entry point of Minecraft was what drew me to it. I could just hop into a single player world and start messing with the command bar, and I could see tangible output, and it was really nice. And from there, they added data packs, and then I started playing around with that, and everything just kind of started spiraling. And then I looked into Python and HTML, and then right now I'm trying to learn TypeScript for Sandstone, which is also going to be featured at Smith. Super excited. They're our neighbor. Make sure you check out their booth, by the way.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like you mentioned there, you've got a neighbor, which you clearly sound very excited about, and also around the arena called the Baobab Battlegrounds. I might have butchered the saying there a little bit. There's also
No, it's okay.
there's also a bunch of other actual booth vendors, and even bigger than that, just the entirety of Summit. I'm not sure how much you've looked into other booths. However, has there been any either in the to do with the arena, to do with anything outside of the arena as well, that have really caught your eye?
Oh yes, absolutely. So I've been on the Smith server a couple times just to check out all the new stuff. And I will say there is one booth that really caught my eye. And obviously, it's just because of the name of the game. It's Animated Java. Their booth is just beautiful. What they accomplished is insane, and you guys are going to absolutely love it. And I just was blown away by all the moving pieces, and it's just incredible. I think there's so many awesome booths, but that's one of the few that I've seen kind of in a finished state, and that one was really really something. So I'm excited to see what everyone else brings because it's going to be a lot of really good talent this year.
Yeah, well, that's a very cool to hear that you're quite excited for what's expected this year. And we've talked a lot about everything. We've talked about you, about the project, about your booth, and about Summit now. So I was just wondering if, from what I've heard, a bunch of people have contributed to your project and even your booth. Is there anybody that you'd like to give a shout out to?
Absolutely. There's so many people that without their help and tireless work and for some money, this project would not have been what it is today. I mean, my partner Ness is one of the backbones of this project. He's built every single stage. He designed every stage. He actually commits himself to playing every single game that is featured. So he's played like every Sonic game, every Mario game, because he always wants to make sure that every character we add he is knowledgeable on, and making sure that we're representing in a way that fans would appreciate. So without him, none of this would have been possible, or something that people would even have enjoyed near as much. And not to mention our artists. Homega has been an absolute blessing. He is incredible at modeling. Sometimes we just kind of give him an image and we don't even need to give him any instructions. He just kind of says, okay. And then 2 hours later, he gives us a perfect model. And so that kind of help is just so hard to find. And so without him, SSBRC would not be as beautiful as it is either. So there's so many people that have contributed so much to us, and they all deserve a shout out. But there's so many names that I would have to go through, but they are all listed on our project page as well.
Yeah, nice. You mentioned the project page there. I'll tell the audience that any links provided will be put in the description. So if you'd like to hear more about the project, maybe a bit before you get into Smift or even after, make sure to check out the description below to see more about them. Yeah, I think it went very well. One final question is there anything that you would like to tell the audience as a just roundup? It could be anything, really.
Yes, absolutely. Come to Smift, please. Show up, come check out all of the booths, guys. Everyone has worked so hard on this, and we are all really excited to show you what we're working on. So come by, check out all the activities. It's going to be lots of prizes. Lots of pretty ones and zeros. So you guys need to be there, okay? It's important.
Yeah.
Please show up, guys.
Oh, yeah, nice.
But yeah, that is it.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely agree with that sentiment as well. I think you should all show up to Smift Summit. But yeah, there has been news on Smift Summit today. This is all, and I'll speak with you all tomorrow.